Hey y'all! We are a day late, but that is okay. Camille has some stuff going on, so I have a special guest today that you guys don't know, or maybe you know, maybe you've been in recently. But Lorraine is our little helper around Pop-Up. She is Pop-Up's assistant, and she's my assistant, and she's pretty awesome. And she's also a notary. So at Pop-Up Commons, we now have a notary.
Wow.
That's some big news. But with that being said, this is the Pop-Up Commons newsletter, and we are going to talk about what's going on at Pop-Up. So I will let you start with what's poppin' here this week, or in kind of what's happened this week, because we're on day 2, you know?
Right, okay, so, well, I guess we'll start with tomorrow then, since today is over, but tomorrow we have a really cool seminar coming up tomorrow. It's going to be run by Alicia Webber, and it's on silencing your inner critic, and that's a free workshop?
Yes, it's a free workshop, and Alicia Webber owns Whole Collective. So if you've never heard of Whole Collective and you're an entrepreneur, 10 out of 10 recommend going to this workshop. We still have a few spots left if you want to come and see that. They're hosting it, and they're just incredible human beings. They talk a lot about your inner critic and how to silence it, how to utilize that to help you move forward, not only in business but in yourself, with your self-confidence. What else do we have going on this week?
Next is going to be our workshop on ChatGPT, which will be run by the wonderful and amazing and incredibly intelligent.
I'm really excited about this because I know a lot of people have questions about ChatGPT. If I had $1 every time somebody asked me, how did you do that? I'd have a lot of money. And this workshop, it's free will donation. I'm not expecting anybody to give anything, but you can show up, and I'm going to talk all about ChatGPT. Whoever's there, I'm going to customize it more to what questions they have. If I have more beginners there, I'll go over some beginner stuff. If I have more experts there, I'm going to show you some really cool stuff that you can do with ChatGPT that a lot of people probably don't know that you can do. So that's really cool. And then last but certainly not least, we have a couple more things this week that are poppin'. One is Ladies Night. We just got all the gifts in. I think we have 2 spots left if you still want to come to that event. I will have links and stuff for you to sign up for that, but we will cut off tickets as soon as we are full with what gifts we have. The gift is pretty funny and pretty awesome, so if you are wanting to come to Ladies Night, please do. You guys asked for it. Remember, you said you wanted it to be darker than the first one was. The first one was kind of light and fluffy. This one, we have a lot of people who are coming to show us some really cool stuff, like with Shibari and some other things that are a little darker. We're also going to have cryo there that night as well, so that's going to be kind of cool. And then our next segment is called What's About to Pop. So what's about to pop at Pop-Up?
Well, definitely spring. Spring is about to pop. It's about to spring.
Spring is about to sprung.
We're having our Spring Has Sprung event that's coming up on the 28th, and we have several vendors signed up for it already. Seems like it's going to be a really popular event, so everybody needs to come on out for that for sure.
And in that event, we have a vendor that's going to be talking about gardening, so that'd be really cool. We have some shopping, we have massages, we have empanadas, so many cool things.
What more could you want?
Right. You don't need a ticket for that or anything, just keep it on your calendar. And that's going to be on the 28th. And then on the 19th, we have a boudoir booty painting event. Christina Cloud, she wanted to have more people come than her last one, so she decided to have it here. And I went to her last one. It was kind of fun to watch everybody create a piece of artwork out of their bodies. So if that's something you're interested in and you're a woman, it's women only, please check that out. She would absolutely love for y'all to be there. I'll put the link for you guys to get tickets for that because she's handling it in there. And then every single month we have the money game plan, which if you want to learn about budgeting, it's the last Wednesday of the month. So just put it on your calendars with Bill Larson and we teach that. And I think that's pretty much all for what's about to pop. And then the pop star of the week is who?
That is going to be Dana Diaz. And she's got this really awesome fundraiser that she's running at the moment. let Miranda tell you more about that.
So Dana Diaz, she owns Travel-Less Vacations, and she's just an incredible human. I know so many people that she has helped in her life, and she is just an incredible person that hangs out here sometimes. And she is having a fundraiser. Somebody she cares about has leukemia, and I will put more information and details about that fundraiser because I think she would greatly appreciate that in the comments if you want to see what that is all about. But Dana Diaz is an awesome travel agent. She genuinely cares about her community, and she goes above and beyond for everyone around her, and just an incredible human by far. So if you've never used Dana Diaz to be your travel agent, 10 out of 10 recommend going and talking to her because she's just incredible. Next is what's poppin' on the pod.
This past week we'll have Christina Cloud on the Pop-Up podcast, and she runs cloud cover photography. It's boudoir photography,
And it's great. And if you've never met Christina is one of the most real human beings ever, and we had a really good conversation on the podcast. She has been on our podcast before, but in season 2 of the podcast, we are focusing on giving and talking about giving back to the community, talking about giving, what we do to give back in general. And we had a really good conversation. Speaking of giving back, Popping for a Purpose, the 50 Mile March is who we're having the fundraiser for in this live right now. If you don't know what the 50 Mile March is, it is an incredible organization where people march for veterans. It is really awesome. Brianna Schuler is an incredible human being who runs that. I think she's officially the president. I think I can say that. And she's just great. And they've had several meetings here. What they do for that community is just incredible. So please check that out if you care about giving back to veterans and all of that great stuff. It's such a great organization. And I'll have another link to how you can do more or give back more if you are interested in being part of the 50 Mile March. Now is our favorite segment. I will let you ask the question.
All right, Miranda, tell me, why was the math book sad?
Because it had too many pop quizzes. Sorry,
it wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny at all. It is, but you know,
it was the best one.
It was the best one. It was the best one. The last thing that we're doing on this live is in our Women-Owned Business Alliance group, we are giving away a $25 gift card to a business owner, and we had 3 people submit their favorite women-owned business, and so we have 3 names here, and we are going to spin the spinner.
Ready for the drum roll?
And the winner is spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning, is Rachelle Pfeifer. The 3 people who were selected, so Rachel, you've won a $25 gift card.
Woo-hoo!
But I want to take a second to shout out the other women who were basically put into this. So it was Rose's Dreams Boutique, and Casey Lawrence, and then Rachelle Pfeifer. Those were the 3 people inside the women's group that were basically shouted out and said that they are just incredible people to work with. I can attest to Rachel. I've hung out with her a lot. She's great. She hangs out here a lot. She actually has a Center Spirit group here every Tuesday. And then the other 2 women are incredible, and I can't wait to meet them. So I will tag all their stuff down below as well, just as a bonus. If anybody wants to come on the podcast, please let us know. We are taking submissions for people to come on the podcast. So the other kind of cleanup announcements that we have a lot of new ways to utilize the space here at Pop-Up. If you are wanting to put on a workshop, if you are wanting to come here and co-work, if you are wanting to do pretty much anything at our space, we have a place for you. So check out our website, look at it. It's going to be great. Thank you for listening to this newsletter. And if nobody has told you today, remember, you are enough. Thank you, guys.